Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tech Medic. Thank you for joining me today. If you want to be mutated like the Ghoul but not necessarily look like him, allowing you to run fast as heck as well as jump without breaking your legs, then stay tuned because we're going to talk about serums and the importance, how you can acquire them, and what their general cost is, so that you can get the best loadout for your new player experience. Alright guys, before you go and pursue these serums and purchasing them from other players as well as using those serums, you need to be mindful that inside of your special system here, there are specific perks, and usually level 25 is when you get your first set of perks. You can go ahead and choose some, and you get packs of cards that you can unpack. The ones that you need to be looking for are Starch Genes. This prevents RadAway from erasing your mutation, as well as Strange in Numbers, which increases the positive benefits of mutations by 25%, and Class Freak, which negates the bad effects of mutations by 75%. All of these things act in a synergy in which produce better results so that your mutations work for you, not against you. So keep that in mind. Once you get a mutation serum, you should take it after you're level 25, preferably level 30, because you will have all three of these cards. So you're probably wondering, how do I get serums? How do I use them? How can I craft them? All these different questions are prompting you right now. So I've made a guide that is called Vault 79 Direct Route No Detours, and that involves introducing you to the Enclave faction. The Enclave faction is where you can acquire the serum patterns. They are difficult to craft. And the other route of getting these serums is to buy them from player vendors. As you can see, we're inside of my base, and you can see the kiosk on the left and the right. These kiosks will sell you the crafted serum for a high price. Expect to pay anywhere from 1,000 to 2,500 caps per serum, depending on their rarity and depending on the materials that it takes to craft them. With that in mind, once you purchase them, you can go ahead and go into your items, and they will be located under aid, and you can use them like any other item, which will go ahead and apply the mutation here. You'll get a notification, but it's also important to note that if you take RadX or RadAway while trying to consume a serum, it will not apply. Also, drinking radiated water is a good way to acquire mutations, but it's hit or miss. You can get many of the negative mutations, so I highly recommend that you seek out player vendor or take the risk of incorporating your good mutations with negative mutations. So it's really up to you. Okay everybody, let's talk about some of the benefits of these mutations and what you should strive for early game. Bird Bones is going to go ahead and negate fall damage as well as fall speed, effectively turning you into a feather so that you can traverse Appalachia's many vertical descents. Carnivore is going to give you benefits ×2 from eating meat. Meat is synonymous with strength. That means a Radstag steak or a Deathclaw steak will give you strength, which will be doubled and translated into carry weight. Very good to have. Egghead will give you +6 intellect, which directly reflects the experience you gain from events and killing enemies. It's good to have. Marsupial will give you 20 carry weight and 320% jump height. This is good so that you can maneuver your character over large gaps or high cliffs that you might need to jump through. And Speed Demon will increase your movement speed by 20% at the cost of 13% hunger and thirst while moving. This isn't bad because you're going to have plenty of food and drink to go ahead and consume, as well as giving you 30% reload speed for those clutch times, especially if you're using slow weapons or single shot weapons. Very good to have. So these are the mutations that you should strive for in order to go ahead and purchase them from player vendors. One last note that you must be aware of is when you're purchasing from player vendors, as you can see here, I've got a fair price of 1,000 caps for my serums, but sometimes they can come in stacks. That means you have to be aware when purchasing that you only want one from the stack. One will do good enough. And of course, if you buy too many of these from player vendors, they may disappear on you because they don't have the adequate room for their own caps. They might be maxed out or close to maxing out. So it's good to go ahead and buy them and consult with your local vendor at that point. With that guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day.